Hi everyone, Janie here. Thanks for stopping by today. I truly appreciate you all so much. Today I have a project that I really hope you like, and if you do, it would mean so much to me if you would give this a thumbs up and share it. And also, I hope you consider subscribing if you haven't already, and if you do, I hope you click on that little bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you all so much, and now let's get started. Today I'm going to be sharing some cards that I made to give you some inspiration, and I'm also going to show you what I used to make them, and I'll put links to those things below in the description box so you can find them. And today there's not going to be any tutorial. This is just cards to inspire you. For this card, I used this die that is called the Small Flower Photo Frame die from In Love Arts, and it is perfect for a photo frame. In fact, it's perfect for scrapbooking, and that's why I got it. Actually, I wanted to make some photo frames with this, but today I decided to make a birthday card instead. So I die cut some glitter paper from Close to My Heart and put that on here, and the paper that you see in the background and this right here, I got that from this paper pad from Michael's. It's called Confetti, and it's really awesome, but you probably won't be able to find it because I've had that for probably 2 or 3 years now. But I also added really pretty colorful gems. Since the confetti design behind here was colorful, I wanted, a variety of colors of gems as well to stick in the middle of the flowers. And I stuck one right up here on the top of the cupcake, so it's a little candy treat. And you can see this looks like frosting because I used this Stickles frosted lace and went over the frosting that was already on there, and I love that those little confetti pieces still show through. So this card is 5 inches by 5.5 inches so that it fits that die cut perfectly, and I thought that was a really sweet card. Really sweet, get it? No. Anyways, so this is the first card that I'm sharing with you today. For this next card, I used the Rectangle Flower Branches frame die, also from In Love Arts. In fact, all of the dies that I'm using today are from In Love Arts. And I thought this was so beautiful, and it can actually go any direction that you want it to. So if you need it to go this direction or whatever, but I wanted it to go that direction for this card because I was using this beautiful image here. And that image is from the Hello Beautiful digital set from the Artsy Stamper Shop on Etsy, and I'll give you a link to that below. And the paper that I printed that on is from Paper Temptress, and that is called the White Laser Luster, and it does not do it justice here on camera, but it is beautiful. And it worked really well to print this out. So this was not stamped on. This is a digi that was printed out on my computer and with my printer. And I added this. This sentiment does not come with the set. I put that in there. But also, I wanted to show you. Hold on, let me grab it over here. This is also one of the papers from the Hello Beautiful digital set. And what I did was I didn't want these flowers on here, so I just took this into Photoshop and magically got rid of those flowers. And if you don't know how to do that, that is a whole nother video that I don't know if I'll even be doing, but I just wanted you to see that it was the same paper, and with digis, whether it's digital papers or digital images, that you can really have fun in Photoshop, and making the changes to it that you need. So that's one of the things that I love about this, because you can also print them out to any size, including the size that you need. And you probably can't see it on camera, but the paper that I printed on is, let me grab that for you. It is this linen paper that I got from printonit.com. And I really love this. Let's see if I can pull a piece out and see if you can get a better idea. No, from what I'm seeing, this is not showing up on camera very well, but basically it looks like linen. And so I just love this. I love this beautiful image. I love the papers. I added a doily and some flowers and a butterfly, and I'll be showing you that die here in a little bit. But I love the way this came out, and this card is 5.5 by 5.5, and I rounded the corners because I really love that softer look. So there is another beautiful card to inspire you. For this card, I use the Butterflies Within oval frame die set, and it is just beautiful with the butterflies within it, but the butterflies are not attached, so you can use them individually, separately. They are beautiful. I used one of them on the previous card that I showed you. And this set can also be used with the oval going this way or that way, whichever direction you'd like it to go. And let me show you how I use that on this card. So I chose to put the butterflies around the outside of the oval, and as you can see, they are glossy, and that is because I heat embossed them with this super thick embossing powder from Glitters Galore, and I'll have a link below with all the other links for you. And I love it because it doesn't just make it glossy, but it actually gives it some dimension, and I think it's beautiful. And I added some rhinestones to the center of those. And then I used the main die. Let me grab that really quick. I used this on the front, but I used an inlay technique. And so what I did was I die cut this out of the second layer back here that you see, but you'll never know because this was layered right on top of it. So you don't know that this is missing from underneath. And then I had to die cut it again from this top layer so that I can inlay that other piece on there. And I just love the inlay technique, and I will try to remember to put a link below to one of my 2-minute Tuesday 2-minute tips and trick videos that show you how to do inlays. Even though that video is for inlaid shaker cards, it works for any card. It would work just fine. And because of that, having to die cut that twice, I have this other piece that was die cut from the front, and my plan is to put that on the inside so that it doesn't go to waste, and put the sentiment right in the middle. I think that would be absolutely beautiful. So now let's get to this centerpiece right here. That was stamped on. It is called White Pearl Linen, and it's from Paper Temptress. And I stamped on that using my distress ink and a die that I've had for years from Close to My Heart, so it's no longer available, but it is just beautiful silhouette flowers. And behind that, let me see if I can get close enough. You can see, yep, there you go. You can see that there is script writing behind that. And that is from Bo Bunny, and I actually use this one right here. But it is written stamp set, and again, if I can find a link, it will be below in the description box. But I also stamped that with distress ink, and I just thought that that was a beautiful effect, and I really love how beautiful that looks stamped on that linen cardstock from Paper Temptress. Again, that one is called White Pearl Linen, so it has just a beautiful pearlescent sheen to it, and I love how this all came together. Oh, and of course I rounded the corners. I also distressed the edges and inked the edges, as you can see, because I really like that look and thought it was perfect for the papers that I used to do this with. And those papers are from the Old World stack from Die Cuts with a View. And this paper I've had for so many years, I'm not sure if I can find a link to it, but if I can, I will share that with you as well. This last card is your basic A2 size card, and I actually made this with scraps that were left over from making this card, and better yet, this was made from scraps from a 12 by 12 sheet, but I'd had like, I don't know if it wasn't even quite a 6 by 12 leftover piece, might have been 6 by 9, but I love using scraps, so that's what I used for this. And actually, the butterflies were die cut out of a scrap of this also. But this is just the leftover scraps layered, and they're actually layered in the opposite direction of this card. So because I don't know how to explain this, but I guess because this back piece was larger, so this is the smaller piece left over. And where this was smaller, that's the back piece because its leftover scrap was larger. I know, confusing, but they all layered together like that so perfectly I had to do it. And the gold on the side is just some gold cardstock from Michaels, and that is not full sheets behind that. This was cut from one piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch gold cardstock, and then I just cut it into 1/2 inch pieces and layered each 1/2 inch piece in there so that I didn't waste anything. And then the leftover piece in the middle was what I cut the butterflies from. So the butterflies and all of those gold layers were all cut from one piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch gold cardstock. And I just love the way this came together. And this was just out of a sticker pack that I had, a foil sticker pack that I've had for years. So those are my cards for the day. Well, I hope these cards have given you some ideas of your own. And if you like the products that I used today, there are links below in the description box to those, as well as a 25% off discount code to In Love Arts should you decide to shop there. Thank you all so much for stopping by today. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye. If you like this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I hope you consider that too. And if you do, be sure to click the little bell next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos or giveaways. And I hope you stop by Crafters Castle on Facebook and also Crafters Castle Challenge blog to enter your creations.